a person who slaved away over the optical bench, making experiments and getting them to work, to produce papers. Ultimately, I've never had to think about the fear that one might have when, say, putting a multi-year project onto a spaceship. But what is that like from just sort of an anxiety and an emotional feeling?
Yeah, Adam. So I think when I was younger, we were naive about how these things would go, and you're just very success oriented. It's just going to go great. But I've had a few problems and failures under my belt now, and I know that. And so there's this realization when we got selected. It's like, oh boy, here we go again. It's a roller coaster ride. I should say one of the NASA landings that I was on was in some sense, a complete failure. The parachute failed to deploy. This was the Genesis mission that landed in Utah with a crash. But we actually got our samples back, and we actually made analyses in that case. So it was the best kind of mission landing to fail because it was here on Earth. We got samples. And then with ChemCam, as I actually wrote in my book called Red Rover, we actually were canceled for a while. And we had a money jar outside of our laboratory room to collect dimes and quarters for this mission. But eventually we got reaccepted by NASA. And so it's just always a roller coaster that, one hopes to get there in the end. But just knowing when you start out on a project like this, that there are severe obstacles that we're going to encounter along the way. And so they're both technical and political, but somehow many of these missions do make it, and it just makes the victory all the sweeter when it does happen.